We're just 11 hours away from the transfer portal officially closing. There's only one this year. There's no spring portal. Your names must be submitted tonight by 11:59:59 if you would like to transfer from your current school to another school. Almost 4,000 kids in the transfer portal during this cycle, about 3,800 to be exact. Last year, 35% of the kids that went into the transfer portal did not come out to another school. They found no home. So 65% did find a new home. 35% did not. So it's not always greener on the other side.
I wonder what the majority of these younger guys, once they get that first NIL deal, what do they buy first? Go and buy you a Rolex?
I would think first purchase for the majority of them would either be jewelry or a car. That would be my guess. Hopefully somewhere it's a house. Hopefully, but
That's what I would work out with my NIL deal.
I would be going house, yeah.
I want with the cash, but also while I'm here, I want to furnish. We need a pool, bells and whistles, golf course.
It's a lot different than, do you remember the famous photos of, this would have been about 15 years ago, Josh Rosen, when he had that hot tub in his dorm room at UCLA?
Yeah.
A little different now, isn't it?
Sure is.
Takes you back to school. Rodney Dangerfield. Great movie if you haven't seen it.
Meanwhile, the Auburn Tigers, they have been the most active of the two SEC schools in our state in regards to the transfer portal. They have 27 commitments out of that said transfer portal. Walter Mathis Jr. from LSU, he signed with Auburn, originally from Savannah, Georgia. Mathis appeared in 12 games and totaled 9 tackles as a true freshman for LSU in 2025. Mathis is the third defensive lineman that has come out of the portal to Auburn. Also, Ole Miss transfer offensive lineman Taryn T.J. Hedrick signed with Auburn. Hedrick has 4 years of eligibility remaining. He's transferring from Ole Miss after redshirting in 2025. So those two are the last two players that Auburn added. So they are currently at 27, ranked 14th according to the 247 transfer portal rankings. Meanwhile, Alabama, they were hoping that they would be potentially on the other end of the stick when it comes to Blake Purchase, who is an Oregon outside linebacker. He has come out of the portal, not to Alabama, but to Ole Miss. 6'3", 245-pounder. Alabama was hoping to add him to the linebacker room, but he is heading to Oxford, Mississippi. They're still hopeful about Oregon interior defensive lineman Terrence Green. He's a redshirt junior. Green was a regular in the rotation for the Ducks this year. He is visiting Alabama. He's 6'5", 330. He's the number 8 defensive lineman in the current On3 industry player portal rankings. So we'll see if Alabama can grab him. Also, former Ole Miss offensive tackle Ethan Fields is a name to keep your eye on for Alabama. So is Rayson Delgatti from Cal Poly, the center. Also, Yale receiver Nico Brown. Matt Zenitz reported on Thursday morning, yesterday, that the 2025 Walter Camp FCS All-American was expected to visit Alabama as soon as today. So those are just some names to keep your eye on, along with Nick Brooks, who's an offensive lineman from the University of Texas. He's 6'7", 350, plays guard tackle. He appeared in 5 games and earned 3 starts in major SEC games against Oklahoma, Kentucky, and Mississippi State for the Longhorns. So you heard Mike Rodak earlier, Landrum, tell us that offense and defensive line still is a major component, but they also need some wide receivers. Only 6 wide receivers right now in the wide receivers room.
Yep, you got to find wide receivers, and we haven't mentioned it much, but Alex Mortensen, that staff at UAB, we have had listeners that have asked, how is UAB doing in the portal? We'll try to quickly go through that. Of course, you know, Iverson Hooks, proud for that young man. Iverson Strap, as his teammates and his coaches affectionately know him, transferring to Oregon. I do see now that On3 has listed an NIL valuation for Iverson Hooks. We had guessed maybe between $300,000 and $400,000. Their valuation's $305,000. That doesn't mean that's what he got paid, but good for Iverson. So he is leaving, but you get in a transfer from Memphis in safety Jeremiah Jordan. We talked about the running back that they were able to pick up, and we had Gavin, one of our big Georgia fans, said he loved Roderick Robinson, who was recruited by Georgia, but Roderick Robertson, he had trouble staying healthy. So hopefully That won't be the case at UAB, but they land a talented, experienced running back, also Joe Pierce, a safety from Oklahoma State, Cooper Young. He is expected. He is a transfer offensive lineman, offensive tackle from West Virginia. Sean Myers, a linebacker from Colorado, and several others that they're continuing to add. But that's good news for Alex Mortensen and good news for Todd Grantham, their new defensive coordinator, getting some experience help for some notable programs.
We're all familiar. If you follow college football, you've heard the term Open Doors before. Open Doors is a technology and data company that provides comprehensive platform for name, image, and likeness. Matter of fact, they're based out of Lincoln, Nebraska. I believe that's correct, Molly, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was founded by former Husker football players, actually.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they give reports in regards to how much deals are worth in NIL, things of that nature. So a report from Open Doors found that in general for college football, every $2 million in incremental NIL spending averaged more than one win per season. So $2 million spent incrementally in NIL spending averaged one more win per season in college football. So based on the report, NIL spending between $8 and $10 million for the 2025 season would result in 8 or more wins and a shot at a bowl game. According to Open Doors, if you spent between $13 and $14 million, it would get you 10 plus wins and a shot at a conference title game appearance. And if you spend $15 million plus, it would result in 11 plus wins and a shot in the college football playoff. The report also found that athletes with agents earn 2 times as much NIL income as unrepresented agents. How about that? The report also analyzed earnings amongst Power 4 football players, finding that 31% made between $10,000 and $49,000 in NIL, while only 1.5% made more than $1 million. So again, if you look at the averages, the average NIL deal, according to this report, is between $10,000 and $49,000. That's 31% of all players that get NIL. Only 1.5% make at least 7 figures in NIL.
And it doesn't matter if it's one of those $10,000 deals, but it would to me. Is that prior to taxes? I wonder if that's prior to paying your agent or whatever that cut is. And some of these guys, they don't use agents. They work with it with a family or just has somebody that they trust within the staff to kind of advise them. And that does happen. But for some of these higher profile guys, once again, it's the 5% that are getting the multi-million-dollar deals. And But let's not paint the picture like there's a ton of Power 4 college football players that are making $10,000. That's not the case. And in some cases, getting close to that per month just from revenue share.
Well, and obviously some of it's going to be swayed. But I mean, when you got somebody making, $8 million or whatever, $6.5 million a year, right? That we heard for Ty Simpson, stuff like that being offered, and you're going to have guys that make $500 a year, right? Depending on where the school is. But I think we all get caught up in the Power 4 and the big names and assume everybody makes all that money.
Just at the lower end,
and
though.
Yeah.
Not even Ohio State, but lower end revenue share. Those guys getting $5,000 per month just to be on the roster.
And a lot of those guys probably an expectation you're not going to play.
No.
You're just there. You're a body.
You're there. But we were told last year, and I know this way in college basketball, just for the, hey, free money, thanks for entertaining our school, thinking about transferring here, it all starts, $100,000 is baseline. Nobody goes below that. Just wonder how much of that is the case in college football at the Power 4 level.
Well, last night on the Bill Clark show, remember Bill told us the story where he mentioned how, an agent tries to get a player into the portal because I can get you a better deal and tells them to get in the portal. They get in the portal. And then, unfortunately, after saying, hey, you get in the portal, I can get you a $250,000 deal. I know you were making $50 at the old place, but I can get you $250. And then all of a sudden, you get them in the portal, and there is no $250,000 deal. And then
it's a deal for $50.
It's a deal for $50, and then you've burned a bridge with the place that you had going good the first place.
Well, then they start reading through the details of their signed agreement. What does the 30% mean? Oh, that's actually
to the agent.
this guy who doesn't have your best interest at heart taking 30% of that money. And then Uncle Sam gets his share. So after all of that, and you were convinced to leave somewhere where you were perfectly happy and promised greener pastures, you're actually making less. And you're not where you genuinely wanted to be. It's nasty.
And that's just one of a million stories that Bill told us on the air and off the air that he's hearing from a bunch of coaches.
My
that he knows.
favorite, though, is the paid visits and the guy who is on a current roster entering the portal and going and visiting the school where he has been to get that paid visit.
Oh yeah, didn't the I think that happened with like Oklahoma State this year. I remember.
I thought
that.
it was Oklahoma State, but now that guy went on a visit. I don't know if it was a paid visit.
Okay.
This was not, because I mentioned that on the Oklahoma State. He
Yeah.
said no, it was somebody else.
Okay.
I bet it hasn't just happened once.
They want the fanfare.
Coach, I'm getting $15,000 per visit. I'm sorry, I'm in Austin this weekend. If you want me back on campus by Tuesday, show them the money.
Well, just think about that. So that was saying the average NIL deal was what, between $10,000 and $49,000.
Mm-hmm.
If the rumors are true, Cam Coleman was making more than the average NIL deal just to show up.
Well, and think
And
about it
Hey, I'm here.
in some of these cases from a coach's perspective. Like, I had to put, you know what, out on the line to sell our coaching staff to take you. And we've developed you and you've turned into a great player, but now you're going to hold me hostage? And that's happening during the regular season. Was it Rob Pate that let it slip that you had an Auburn defensive back last year prior to College Station, threatening not to get on the plane unless he got his deal
Sure did.
redone before they got on the plane? Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Go pound sand. But you know what? You got to have that DB.
You had a similar situation going into the college football playoff a couple of years ago with Alabama. The playoff.
If I was a player on that team, there would be a code red.
You have kids that are saying, I will not play in a playoff game because I want you to give me more money right now.
We wouldn't
crazy.
take it to the level that they took it with Private Santiago, but there would be a code red.
There were some very, very prominent names on the Alabama roster that basically threatened the same exact thing before they got on the plane heading to the Rose Bowl to play Michigan.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Not this year, 2
Yep.
years ago.
2 years ago.
Mhm.
And I'm not
Nick
saying
Saban's final game.
I'm not saying this is the case, but how many of those guys we're used to is like, yeah, we're going to get a code red. What are you doing, man? You're not. We're a team here. But how many of those other guys on the roster these days are going, yeah, I fault him for doing that? How many are saying, yeah, I don't blame him. We got to get ours.
Well, Molly, I just saw a little breaking news coming out of your alma mater.
Oh no.
No, it's a positive story.
Oh, okay, good.
I just
Sorry.
like that the,
That's
the
immediately-
automatic reflex
You know
is,
what?
oh, dear Lord.
You know what's happened? I mean, because Conrad's that way now. Like every time we say something about Alabama,
He flinches.
He's expecting the worst.
Yeah.
He's expecting another Carson Newman football player on the
I would
roster.
take that at this point. Just people.
Nebraska is adding a 25th varsity sport to its athletics program.
Beach volleyball. Let's do it.
Pickleball.
You better be beach volleyball.
Nope. They will become the first Power 4 program to announce the addition of women's flag football.
Let's go.
You
Molly, you got
left?
eligibility?
I
Yeah.
actually technically have a year.
You have 1 year
There
Should
we
left.
I
go.
go? Should I go back to school? Sorry,
What
guys.
position would you play?
I'd be quarterback, of course. Are you kidding me?
Oh, well, I've
Quarterback.
seen
You
the way
can't throw a ball.
I was about to say, I've seen you down the hallway. trying to
There's
throw the
no
ball.
way.
Pat taught me.
There's no
Oh,
way.
thanks.
Well, I've gotten better.
Well, no, you have gotten better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were taking a shot. Like
No,
it was my fault.
no. You don't want me playing defense. You want me on the offense.
It was your opposite side ball. So
How about,
that?
how about holder for kicks?
No.
I mean, they don't kick. You know that. You've done flag football state championships. They don't kick.
Oh,
kick
yeah,
the
that's
ball.
right.
I
We
played
don't-
soccer for 6 years. You also don't want me to be a kicker.
So how about that? Women's flag football is coming to the
cool.
University of Nebraska. It's the first Power 4 program to announce the addition of women's flag football. Here's my question. I'm not being a smart aleck. It's a logistic question. If you're the first one in Power 4, who do you play?
But no, yeah.
I mean, is there like
No, they're getting a head
At
start.
CS?
They're going to practice really hard for like
So
2
we
or 3
can be
years,
the
and
blue
then you're
blood
going to
of
kick
women's
some
flag
ass.
football.
Yeah.
Okay.
The blue bloods
Yep.
of women's flag football. Pioneers, if you will.
That's awesome, though. How many?
Texting my coach and telling her, "Hey, remember I have a year left of eligibility."
I'm just interested in Nebraska. We got some really good flag football talent down here.
Very much so.
Well, you better get on the horn.
I'll work on it.
You better get in line quick. You got that quarterback from Phoenix City. She's a real deal.
Mhm.
Well, the one was really good this year. The better quarterback, in my opinion, she's playing shortstop for Patrick Murphy at Alabama.
Probably pretty good then. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
she's
just, what? They have a generally good softball program.
she threw a better football than some college quarterbacks I've seen.
It's impressive.
She's an athlete.
Has your coach text you back? And
What-
she said, "Who is this? Why are you texting me?"
No, she's a little busy right now, but she said we'll have to talk to the athletic department.
Check your eligibility, your compliance.
One of our listeners saying that UNA has flag football now.
Okay, maybe Nebraska, North Alabama.
What a
Yeah.
rivalry that'll be.
Oh, I love it.
It's your mom's alma mater?
And my
your
alma
alma
mater.
mater?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you won't talk to your mom for weeks.
No, I love my mom.
Do lions eat corn?
No,
No. Okay.
but a cornhusker can eat a lion.
That's right, Molly. That's right.
Molly talking smack.
You don't want that smoke, UNA.
If you're seeing cracks in your foundation, if your doors and windows are sticking, these aren't just minor problems. These are signs serious problems are on the horizon. You need to protect your home by call Alabama Professional Services 205-951-9717. The pros, they really know their stuff. They'll inspect your foundation, clearly explain the problem, give you the best, honest, pressure-free solution. They can fix your foundation and even tackle that sinking driveway or patio situation that you might have with their poly-level system. So for foundation issues, wet basements, or sinking concrete, do yourself a favor. Call APS at 205-951-9717 or visit alabamaprofessional.com. APS been around since 1977, local company, ready to help you with your problems around your house. That's alabamaprofessional.com.
Open up the phone lines to you. So Danny, hang on. We will get your call. Also, the final Pat Ponders of the week on your way next. 122, three-man fronts. We got Pat Ponders still coming up on this Friday edition. Also, your phone calls. First, I want to tell you about Prize Picks. We tell you about Prize Picks every single day. It is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. It's really simple to play. You pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get the picks right, you can cash in. Of course, we've got a big weekend when it comes to professional football. That's where we're going to go, Conrad, and it is a battle of quarterbacks there at Mile High in Denver. You got Bo Nix, formerly of the Auburn Tigers and the Oregon Ducks, taking on former Wyoming Cowboy Josh Allen. Prize Picks projected player stats 0.5. That would be half of a touchdown pass, more or less. Meaning, if you're new to Prize Picks, Josh Allen throws a touchdown and we had said more, we win. Bo Nix throws a touchdown, we said more, we win. Less works the same way. It feels like it's too easy.
It does. It almost feels like taking candy from a baby, but Bo Nix did not throw a touchdown pass against the Chargers in their first win.
So we're going
More.
We're going more.
We're going more. I think there's going to be good points in this game.
More on both of those projections. So if Josh Allen throws a touchdown pass and Bo Nix throws a touchdown pass, we're a winner. You can be a winner too. You download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WJOX. You're going to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. And if you check out the Prize Picks app this afternoon, this being Friday at 3 o'clock through Sunday, you get all kinds of great max discounts, including like a CJ Stroud just needs 1 passing yard to win. They got all kinds of fun stuff, interactive stuff. They're changing it up constantly at Prize Picks. Prize Picks, once again, code WJOX, $50 in lineups after your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it is good to be right.
1-800-239-WJOX. Let's get to your phone calls now here on Jackson Three-Man Front.
Let's go to Danny. Hey, Danny.
Hey, guys, I got 3 quick things. One, when a guy signs a scholarship with a university, is it for 4 years or is it a year-to-year renewal?
It's changed. Some schools were doing year-to-year renewals, but then as a recruiting effort, and this was several years ago, Danny, but schools were saying, yeah, we're going to fully do the 3 to 4 year deal. What is it, individual basis now, Pat?
I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
The reason I was asking, if a coach just misses on evaluating a player, out of those 35% that y'all mentioned earlier, out of the 3,800 that went into the portal, I think Pat said 35% never even signed with another school.
Correct.
Yeah.
Wonder how many of those were actually encouraged by the coach to say, look, we're not going to renew your scholarship. Why don't you get in the portal and see if you can play somewhere else? How much of that you think actually goes on?
I think nowadays
Definitely
it probably
does.
goes on a lot more than it used to.
I agree. My second point is you mentioned earlier it'd be nice to know what teammates thought of their other teammates whenever they got NIL money for the first time, and you wondered what they spent it on, whether it's jewelry or cars. It'd be nice if you had an anonymous player from one of our major universities to call in and say, here's what I saw people spending money on. It'd be kind of neat if you pulled the curtain back and anonymously they could tell us what their teammates were spending their first time they ever got some big money, what they were spending it on.
Yeah, it will be interesting nowadays because if you remember back, Danny, when the transfer portal and the NIL first came into existence, you had deals where Bo Nix and other local stars, they had deals with, Milo's Hamburgers Company or Milo's Sweet Tea. They had those type deals.
Right.
I mean, those weren't very lucrative, but they were nice deals for them individually. But now it's completely different. It's almost like we forgot that these players are actually going to advertise for a product. It is just straight cash. It's like, we're going to give you $1 million. You come play here. You don't have to do anything. Maybe do a podcast now and again, but it's not like it was when it originally started and it came into existence where a player actually you would see doing commercials for a car dealership or for a restaurant.
What was so funny is years ago a player comes up with a new truck and everybody's like, oh, they start mumbling under their breath.
Absolutely.
Where are they getting that money from? Now they all getting it legally. But anyway, my third point is I missed yesterday. I think y'all talked about the betting scandal in college basketball that came out.
Right.
And I just wanted to take from you guys, and I'll hang up and listen. I enjoy your show, what bits and pieces I can catch. I always enjoy it. But do you think with everything leaning toward that, with especially the player prop bets that are going on, and we know how cash just lures people. Do you think we may see more and more of that in the next 5 to 10 years that comes to light of players getting in a bind, maybe gambling or something, and they need the money and they know a quick way that they can make some money? I'm sorry I didn't hear what y'all's thoughts were yesterday, but will you give me a quick
Yeah,
absolutely.
overview of what y'all said?
Danny,
Danny.
thank you so much. I'll start with what he asked Pat, but I don't think that we see it. I think that this gets players' attention. You see guys from the NBA, from college basketball, and you got the feds involved. And then I'm sure in some of these cases, there's going to be prison time. No, I think that U.S. integrity and the federal government they've done a pretty good job of being proactive and nipping this thing in the bud. That's my belief. I don't think that this is widespread. I think Vegas is too on top of things.
Yeah, I mean, I think you will continue to have the issue because the temptation is there. And as long as there's temptation there, people are going to fail. I mean, that's just
There's
the way
always
it is.
that guy thinks he's going to get caught.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's ultimately going to continue to happen. I don't think it means it's going to bring the sport down to a crushing halt.
Well, if I look back to the allegations against the player Bradley Azuero, and I got to meet Bradley a couple of different times, and he seemed like a nice young man, and maybe he is, and maybe he just made a bad mistake. But if you go back to the allegations tied to when he was at St. Louis, and all of those allegations are tied to when he was at St. Louis, it was a first half bet. That's what it was. It wasn't I'm going to throw the game. It was I'm just thinking from the mindset of a Bradley Azuero, and it's wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's wrong. He shouldn't have done it, and it's against the law. But in his mind, was he thinking, you know what, this is a way to maybe get an extra $15,000, $20,000. I don't affect my team in the outcome of the game. I'm just playing around with the first half spread. What does that really matter? I can see that mindset,
Sure. No doubt.
but it doesn't matter. Vegas, they're really, really good at picking up on these anomalies.
Mm-hmm.
Really good at it. Let's go to Don. He's really good at picking up stuff. Hey, Don.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday, guys.
Hey, happy Friday.
Okay. Hey, real quickly, though, before I talk about Auburn, everything, in the eyeball of women's basketball, nobody's mentioned that about last night, but Auburn upset them in Auburn.
Yep, we were going to have a big segment on it at 2:05.
And Conrad nixed it. He said we shouldn't be doing that.
At 2:05 after the show's over, right?
Yes.
I don't blame you.
Sorry,
I
Don.
don't
That
blame
was a great win by first-year Auburn women's basketball coach. We've had a little bit going on in the transfer portal. So.
Oh, I know you have, but hey,
This
okay.
call will be recorded.
Okay, sorry guys, I hit the wrong
it again.
button again.
This
Okay.
call is no longer being recorded.
Okay,
Yeah,
good. I'm glad
I
it's not
did.
being recorded.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I hit
See, the
that
feds are
button every
listening right now.
Okay. Anyway, guys, I want to. Is Conrad in there? Is Molly in there?
Yes, everybody is here. We are just
Okay.
waiting with bated
want-
breath on your next statement.
Okay. I want all four of y'all to answer this question. I
No.
want y'all to grade the Auburn transfer portal so far with a grade. Like that guy gave me an F the other day. Okay. I want y'all's grade.
I'll say B.
I say B plus.
I'll go D-.
What?
What?
I'm just
B
kidding.
plus.
I'm B+. I'd give him B+.
Molly, what'd you
B
give?
plus.
Okay. Well,
B plus?
okay. Thank you. Okay, Conrad. Since you were joking with me, what are you going to grade your own Alabama Crimson Tide?
Yeah, Conrad. What are you going to grade?
I
them?
would give them a C.
That's is that on a scale grade or something?
Well, you think it should be a D or an F, Don? Let's get down to it.
I think right now it should be a C minus. I mean, bump it down from. C
Oh,
to
God, I'm
C-.
sorry I gave him a C, Don. I was way off. My bad.
There he goes, inflating grades again.
Okay, well, Pat, did you get my text message this morning about the Will Fong whip around?
I did. I actually saw that. Yes, I did.
Okay, now you know why I'm so fired up. Now I texted in to Conrad and Damon, and Conrad to tell you that Damon just hates it when I bring up recruiting this early, okay? But we all know you got to start early, okay? And with what he said about those top three quarterbacks, I was looking at Auburn, I kind of got fired up a little bit.
Well, you should. I mean, that's some really good news right now.
and everything. And now, I mean, if you'll go to our Auburn 247 and read Clementi's Confidential, we got a good list of visitors for Junior Day tomorrow.
Should be good. Should be real good.
Okay. Well, hey, by the way, with Trey Wallace, your Trey Wallace interview was fantastic, guys.
Thank you.
And there's no he's my favorite guest you got on. Besides, what's the Ole Miss guy?
Brett Norsworthy.
Oh yeah, Brett's fantastic.
Yeah, Brett by far is your best person you have. Okay, and but anyway, it's going to be 70-30. I mean, my goodness, go to an app and look how much the ticket prices are.
Oh yeah, no, it's outrageous. It's crazy. Well, Don, have a great weekend. Look forward to seeing you early next week.
Absolutely, guys. Thank y'all so much, guys. Hey, wonderful show today, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Don. Thank you so much. We will continue on this Friday, the final Friday of the transfer portal. Kind of sad, to be honest with you. I wanted to go on another week. More 3-man front on Jocks. It is 1:36. Welcome back to this Football Friday. Transfer portal closes tonight at midnight. We'll keep our eye out on what's going on over the next few minutes left to go in this program. Each and every day I come up with questions. Everybody tries to give me answers. This is what we call Pat Ponders, brought to you by Courtesy GMC.
I want to know what you're thinking. Tell me what's on your mind.
It's time for Pat Ponders.
Brought to you by Courtesy GMC and Trussville, right off of I-459, exit 32. Visit them online at courtesybirmingham.com. All right, question number one. What will be the primary color of Caleb Williams' nail polish Sunday night, not Saturday.
Sunday night. What color is the Super Bowl trophy? Is Is it gold or is it
Silver.
Silver? I'll go with silver.
He's going silver. Silver for Caleb Williams nail polish.
He will do a combination navy blue and orange, for the Bears colors.
Okay.
See, I'm thinking blackout for the Rams' funeral.
Oh.
I think they were darker colored last week against the Packers. I
And
couldn't tell if
maybe
they were
he'll
black
have
or
like
navy.
little designs, maybe like a snowflake design because the weather's supposed to be bad. And
Well,
then maybe like
What if he puts like a press on just his pinky and he has that long pinky nail?
Well, you know what that's for, right? Little sugar. Mm-hmm.
For your booger.
What is the what's the common color for Ryan Williams? What does he normally wear, Conrad?
I don't.
Isn't a lot of earth tones?
I don't know. I
Muted-
didn't see him
muted-
catch enough
muted
passes
pinks?
this year. Didn't get to see
didn't
his
he have
hands a whole
orange
lot.
that one time?
He did one time wear orange.
Yeah.
I don't understand why don't you wear nail polish too?
Can I paint your nails?
No.
What? Dang it.
I'll tell you what. I will make this deal with you right now in January.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
Here we go.
I'm scared.
If Ryan Williams has over 1,000 yards receiving this upcoming year for Alabama, I will let you paint my nails one day.
Really?
On the show.
Okay, deal. That's great.
I
It's-
feel
and
really
nail-
good. That's not going to happen.
Nail polish is harmless.
So here's the thing,
So-
Landrum, you and I are the king of these deals on the show. Shouldn't there be like some type of reciprocal? Whereas if he doesn't do 1,000, that Molly then has to do something.
I agree.
Well, my nails are always painted.
No,
Does it have to
something
be
different.
nails?
No, we're going to do something
Oh,
different. Where
no.
he goes into your realm, you're going to step into his realm.
Yes.
Oh no.
I was going to say for a whole month, you have to bring a stuffed animal to work every day as your emotional support animal.
And carry it around with you. Even
Could it-
down the hall during breaks, you have to have the animal with you.
Oh, if we're doing that just a week. We'll do just a week.
Yeah, I'm about to say because there's no way he gets over 1,000 yards. for
Just a week.
Okay, I can do that for a
with
week.
with can I add something?
No.
With a blanket. With a
No,
little blanket.
One or the other.
Little
Does it look
blanket
like
over
Linus?
your shoulder.
Look like
yeah.
Linus?
Look like, just like Linus.
One or the other. Not doing both. I don't even have a little blanket.
I'm gonna get you a blanket. I'll get you one from Tarjay.
All right,
It'll
so
be
we
really
have
soft.
we have a deal.
We have a-
I'm
we have our
just doing
first-
just a stuffed animal.
Just a
for
stuffed
week.
animal. We get to pick the stuffed animal.
That's between y'all.
Yes, me and Landrum get to pick the stuffed animal.
And you can pick what color she paints my nails.
Yes.
Come on, Ryan Williams.
So there you go. See, it's a win-win for me.
Yeah.
1,000
Either-
yards.
Either
regular season.
you have to do something or
regular season.
I'll give you the whole season. Well, based on what Mike Rodak said, probably not going to be many games after the regular season.
No, what I'm saying is, what do you think, Pat? Do we give Ryan Williams the entire season or just 12 games?
I said just 12 games.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has to do it in the regular season.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, there you go. All right, question
This is
number
great.
2.
It better be a cute stuffed animal.
I don't know. Me and Landrum will figure it out. We'll go to some carnival in Blount County and find something.
Yep. Something that's filled with like razor blades and rocks.
Yeah,
Now, why would you do that?
that's what we do.
Oh, we got good carnivals up there in Blount County. You'll enjoy it.
All right, question number 2. Will the Indiana Hoosiers outscore every NFL divisional round team from this weekend?
Ooh.
Yeah, because I don't know if anybody's getting 40 in the NFL. So I would say yes.
I'm actually going to say no.
Is there one particular team or teams you believe will outscore Indiana?
The Houston Texans.
No, it's not going to be Houston. Maybe 49ers or Seahawks. Would those be the two most likely? Just because of their
Yeah.
offenses?
I was about to say yeah.
It's going to be
'cause,
too
like,
cold for the Rams, right?
I was
Yeah.
about to say too cold for the Rams. Broncos defense is really good.
Texans,
so it'd be tough
we
for the
know
Bills.
that.
Yeah. 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 So I think you picked the right game.
But I don't for some reason I think Indiana wins the game, but I don't see like a 56-22, 38-3.
Right.
He's
Okay.
trying to throw you off from Monday's pick. That
I'm
would
not-
be
Shut up, Pat.
Not even listening to him.
Pat, what are you doing? It's my gamesmanship.
Sorry. All right, question number 3. On this date in 1972, Super Bowl VI was played at Tulane Stadium in New Orleans as the Cowboys beat the Dolphins. If you could put the Super Bowl in a non-NFL facility, where would you like to see it being played?
Anywhere in the world?
A non-NFL facility.
Oh, okay. Well,
So you could say, technically, you could say Wembley Stadium in London.
yeah. Okay, I don't know how the dimensions of it would work because I don't. But assuming it would work, I loved when they played that college basketball game on the aircraft carrier a couple years ago. That was one of the coolest sporting
In
events
San
I've
Diego?
ever seen. If you could somehow, and again, I don't, dimensions wise, I don't know, but if you could make something like that happen for football,
Super Bowl and an aircraft
that
carrier.
would be awesome. Yeah.
Super Bowl on an aircraft carrier would be good. Ooh.
I'd probably go Wembley. I mean, I wouldn't want it not in the U.S., but it's hard to think of places that aren't non-NFL.
What about Nebraska's volleyball court?
Oh, you mean Memorial Stadium?
Just do the inverse of what you did before.
Maybe try to squeeze in a Super Bowl at Dodger Stadium, Chavez Ravine, or Petco Park in San Diego.
See, that would be cool. See,
would be
I
pretty.
was thinking like internationally. Like,
Daytona.
okay, there you
It's
go.
a good one.
That's good. Ooh, Talladega.
See, I was gonna say like the Coliseum or something, but like you can't sit anywhere.
Right.
There's nowhere to sit.
I mean, I was,
Just be there.
yeah.
So, I mean, if you go back and you look, it's very interesting how some of the older Super Bowls, and we've talked about it before, Rice Stadium in Houston hosted the Super Bowl. Tulane Stadium in New Orleans hosted the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto, it hosted a Super Bowl.
Good plan on Glacier.
Build a stadium in Greenland.
The high school stadium in Alaska.
What does Venezuela's stadiums look like these days?
All right, our final question of the week comes courtesy of BB. It is a known fact that some species of female frogs will fake death in order to avoid mating with males they do not find attractive. What behavior have you personally witnessed by someone of the human race in order to avoid meeting up with someone whom they have found that is not good looking enough for them?
I have heard of people getting linked up and never meeting before, and then one of the people, they get there earlier, and then they walk in. The other person doesn't know they're there. They take a glimpse, and they've bailed, which is horrible.
But you've never
Wow.
personally witnessed that.
I've
but you've
never
had-
personally witnessed it.
Funny enough, that's how that happened with my mom and my dad.
Really?
Yeah, my mom. Apparently, my mom. Whatever my dad, I forgot what job he had, but she was going on a date with him for their first date, and she had one of her friends go to his work and try to scout it out. And she found somebody, went back to my mom and said, "Ugh, I don't know, like maybe you don't want to go on a date with this guy." My mom went on the date with him anyways. It was the wrong person.
I did. Okay.
Ah.
I will go back. Right after college, I was at a club with some friends, and it was girls and guys, our friend group, and somebody hit on one of the girls, and she lied and said she was a lesbian.
Okay, I've
That's good.
had a friend do the opposite, or the
Yeah.
same thing for the males.
Strangely enough, and the guy persisted till we had to tell him
Wow.
back up.
See, another common one is just, oh, sorry, I have a boyfriend, even if you don't. If you don't even want to bother. Most of the time, they'll back off.
I have.
Or just come up with like a crazy phobia that you have, or
As far as an isolated incident goes, this is maybe one of the worst that I can share on the air. But one spring break, we were at the Floribama, and one of my friends, whatever, we ended up in a situation where we were trying to go home. He went, don't think I want to go down this route. How do I get out of this situation? And how do we diffuse this? And he actually convinced a girl to place an order to get takeout food, go pick it up. And while she went to pick it up and pay for it, he bought us an Uber. We got in the car and left and bailed her.
Oh,
and
that's
left her there.
awful.
That is so crappy.
That's awful.
Mm.
And it was not me. But yeah, it was bad. That was really bad.
Well,
That was really bad.
is that as bad as telling someone to their face, I'm sorry, but meeting you in person, I am in no way attracted to you?
I think I'd rather get ditched than that. But
Because
at
then
least
there's
I-
the unknown. It's
I would
the-
rather have the honesty.
I would appreciate the honesty too, but then I'd be like, dang.
I
Because
don't
then
know.
you know.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if I want that person telling me, you know what? Sorry, I got here. You're horrible. I think I would rather just be able to portray it in my mind as maybe, they died on the way to the restaurant.
That's right. Well, or if somebody said, I don't think you're funny, or I don't like your personality or something, I feel like that would be a little easier for me to take than, I just thought you were hideous. I'd be
or
like, oh,
or
God.
she was putting all the filters on her whatever profile, and then she backed out because she knew that I was going to see who she really was when she showed up.
That's a good way to. That's the way to do it.
Catfish.
That's the way to do it.
Pat, what have you witnessed?
And pretty tame stuff. Just the same stuff Molly said in regards to like creating, hey, I'm married, or hey, got a boyfriend,
Yeah.
hey, got a girlfriend, whatever the case may be.
I'm out on parole.
I had somebody one time tell me that we had to do something or else they were going to die, or that they were dying of cancer and that their dying wish was to do something.
Mm-mm-mm.
What?
Yeah, they were crazy. I got out of there. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, folks. That's this week's Pat Ponders, brought to you by Courtesy GMC and Trustful, courtesybirmingham.com. More 3-Man Front when we return. We'll try to grab one more phone call before we get out of here for the week at 1-800-239-WJOX. As the transfer portal will close tonight at midnight, all names must be entered in by midnight if you want to transfer to another school.
Oh, some very disturbing responses we're getting on the text line about excuses to get out of
dates,
being approached by someone that was interested in you. Hopefully that's never happened to Samuel. Hey, Samuel.
Hey, how are y'all?
Doing well. Hope you are. What you got?
Well, I'm sad that Alabama lost this past month, but I'm kind of glad that Indiana's made it to the national championship. I'm kind of hoping that Indiana will go all the way and win it because they're not a team known for football, and that will make probably a lot of boosters and all these kind of NIL deals go towards their school, which would help them out a lot.
Yeah. What do you think about Alabama and how Kalen DeBoer's done in the portal so far?
I think he's done really well. I heard we've gotten really good people, which will help out this coming up season, and I hope we do well. If not, I'm going to start cheering for a different team.
Uh-oh. Who is going to be the starting quarterback? Is it going to be Keelan Russell or is it going to be Austin Mack?
Whichever one's better with me.
All right.
Whichever one's better.
Well,
That's what I would say.
Samuel, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Don't give it up on your program just yet. Appreciate all your phone calls. All of your texts today is 205-834-9450. A lot of these texts I cannot read. There's no way to clean them up.
Are they that bad?
Yeah.
There's some good ones.
There's some good ones.
In the sense that they're bad.
Yeah. So if I cleaned it up, the impact of the total deal would be lost. There's just no way to clean it up.
Oh, gotcha. It would lose its effect.
Okay, Crimson Convicts is. Maybe we could take out the.
No.
No.
Don't
No.
do it. Don't do it.
No.
Appreciate it, Crimson Convict.
I enjoyed that one.
This one rolls in and says, since Conrad wears open-toe shoes, he should have to get his toenails painted also. Fat Joe.
Sorry, Molly's gone. Too late.
The deal has been done?
Yeah.
Someone's saying it needs to be Don or Faye that paints Conrad.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about. I bet Faye can do some nails.
Yeah. Oh, she does hair, right? She's a beautician.
Yeah.
I understand her dog was lost this morning. Is that correct?
The dachshund. She named her dog Conrad.
Oh, that's sweet.
It is sweet. When I see a weenie dog, I think Conrad.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for us. Appreciate all of you joining us.
I'm glad you added dog on the end of that.
Yeah, right? Right on time, Pat Smith. God is great. Have a wonderful and safe weekend.